Welcome, Love Warrior. What's up, everyone? Let's be honest now. Are you the one who's always there? Always ready? Do everything just to get their attention. Every time they meet, you come right over. You do anything to make them happy. Even to throw away your own pride. Hope they will see your grades. But here's the truth. They're just normal. There's no desire and I can't see you anymore. Interesting. Like early time you look desperate. Really need attention. And like constantly looking for confession. To be honest, how many times have we mentioned that? Not there are people who want to be with someone, who can't seem to control their emotions, who are willing to give everything just for a little attention. Despair doesn't interest people. It even keeps them away worse. They are on ill feel how rude of you. He saw like unclean that was avoided constantly. It's hard to accept. But the sooner you realize, the sooner you can stop. Do the things that make them go away. Aren't you tired? You stand or sit waiting for a message from her. Check the phone every 1 second. Hope maybe today her will choose. I don't mean to blame you, but thinking like this is very sad. Know what? It makes them even farther away, not getting closer. No one will be interested in someone who is too want to. Please, that looks like it really needs validation. You act like your life is just revolving around them, as if you have nothing without their attention. Now, like this. Honestly, you are alone. I'd be interested in someone like that, who begged for attention, always begging the point of his life. There's nothing more interesting than that relationship, besides waiting to hear from you. I want to live with someone who, constantly asking for confession, who like willing to beg for attention. Not right. Well, they are too. Try to remember again. Used to be, you were attractive in their eyes, regardless of physical attractiveness. Yes. You are a happy person before there was them. Your life is happy, right? They see you as an independent person. Okay, even though you're single at that time, you don't hang happiness on anyone. And here's an interesting thing. They sought to be willing to do anything to win your heart. They want to go with someone strong, who don't need anyone to be happy. Why are you losing it all now? Your previous life was okay. And now, when there's them, not life is getting happy. There are even a lot of drama that is not clear. Why is it like this? You give it all, without them having to put in the slightest effort. You've become the least attractive choice. That's why they didn't choose you. Not because you are worthless, but because you're too easy to get. They can't see your score anymore. Like early meeting. But listen to ya. Doesn't mean you don't deserve to be chosen. Doesn't mean you don't have value. Problem is you've been making a wrong move. You make it all too easy for them. People won't appreciate something that doesn't need to be worked on true. No, if you want to be chosen, just try it first. Stop acting up, as if you need them to feel precious or perfect. You have to change the way you play, not by chasing them, but by being a strong man who can control his own life. That they couldn't see your grades. Well, try to imagine. You're no longer the one begging for attention. But so the person who draws attention instead, you become more confident, more sure of yourself, until people are automatically attracted to you. Not just the D. You didn't chase them. Those who come to you. And this is not a fantasy. This is the key to the power of mastering oneself. Okay, now before continuing, we affirmations together first. Eye protector. Take a breath. Exhale slowly when you relax. This is the spell I value myself above my feelings. And appealing to anyone who knows the value in me. Write in the comments too. So, it's ready, not to change the way you play starting today. And start taking control of what or who deserves us. Let's just gas from the first point. First, why are they so ignorant of you? Why don't you stand out in their eyes? The answer is in the way you behave. You've given too much care. Too much. Like their attention, it's the only thing that matters. That's why they didn't choose you. The more you chase, the more you look like an option instead of priority. I understand, really. You probably think you give more. Show more love. They will suddenly realize how precious you are. But guess what? That won't happen. This is where the importance of detectives, or loose attitude. It's not about being cold or turn off your feelings, but about controlling your emotions. Stop feeling really need validation from them. When you can emotionally escape their reactions, you can regain your strength. People respect individuals who can control themselves, not the one who keeps asking for attention. Stop craving for approval and start living like you don't need that. If you're trying to get someone's attention, they won't choose you if they feel you are always there. Always looking for attention. They will keep looking for others. Someone who isn't giving you everything is so easy when you don't really need their validation. You are a mystery, and the mystery is fascinating. That's what makes them start thinking about you, wondering why don't you chase them like the others. Now, if you're approaching people which seems to move away, it's more important they are far away, because it knows you're always there. They don't feel the need to get close, because you make it all too easy. Once you back off, stop, making them center of your world. They will start to notice you. No need to be aggressive enough to disappear, in a way that makes them curious. Yes, you know anyway, it's not that easy. Get out of that feeling, because your emotions are already involved. You want to be chosen, but listen to this. You won't lose anything just with backwards. It will get a lot. At first, it might be uncomfortable. You will have the urge to chat them. Checking the situation, remind them that you are still there. No more, yeah. Let go. It doesn't mean break up, but more to give value to yourself. And show me that you're not hanging by the same. Their attention. Start focusing on other things outside of them. Your purpose. Your passion, your welfare. Show that your world doesn't spin around them. Believe me, they will see you different. You're not just an option anymore. You will be someone strong, independent, and worthy of choice. Okay, continue. Number 2, bro. Why aren't you the first choice? Why do they keep going through that without considering you important and choose someone else instead? It's not that you're not good enough, but because you put your standards too low. you have accepted the things and consider it enough. And if you continue to receive leftovers, who is not surprised you are treated like sex toys? Dead backup option, not a priority. You have to raise the standard. If you continue to receive inappropriate treatment, how do they want to see your value if you act like it's okay? Given half-hearted attention, ignored or unappreciated. Guys, aware boy, you told them yourself. How little you value yourself. Why should they choose you if you don't seem to appreciate yourself? So this is it, ladies and gentlemen. You are the standard how others treat you. And if the standard is low, they will feel the need to give more. But once you raise the standard, stop receiving treatment that spends time, your energy and self-esteem. Everything will change. If you're trying to attract new people's attention and constantly sacrifice themselves for them, stop it now. What you show them is you are willing to accept the effort. You tell them it's okay if you don't prioritize me. I'm still here. But it like this, guys. Once you raise the standard, once you start asking for more, they had to level up or rewind. And trust me, the right person will reach that level. And the wrong one will choose to resign as a loser. Or if you're close to someone that seems to stay away. Raising your standards is really important. They are far away because they know. They don't need more effort to get you. They know they can wait for you on the edge. And you will still be there. Why should they be trying to, if you haven't shown me that it's necessary? Raise the standard makes them have to choose, level up or miss. It's their choice, but you gave them a chance to choose. By showing me that, you don't want to accept less than decent. Raise the standard. It's not just for them, but for you. It's about determining that you're worthy can be more than half-hearted attention and a half-hearted effort. It's about knowing that time, energy, and love, you are precious and you won't waste. It's for people who can't give the same effort. Raise the standard is about self-esteem. And self-esteem, it draws people in. People will automatically interested. Those who have high self-confidence. For example, Jeannie, you walked into a fancy store that sold rare diamonds. Did they offer you a discount? Are they asking customers to come in? They don't know the value of the goods they sell. And they know only who understand the value. That's what I want to buy. You should also think so. It's a rare diamond. And if you keep selling yourself, it's like a splinter in the market. For people who don't deserve it, you're not going to ever pull someone who really understands your value. When they fuck, you don't chase. When they treat you like a used condom, don't want to use it as a temporary security. You are here. It's not to make people believe that you're valuable. If they can't see, it means they don't deserve. But the way they start seeing it is by showing me that you won't accept less than you deserve. It's not easy when you raise standard. It's gonna be awkward. You'll feel like you're away from people. You're gonna feel like, make it hard for them to stay in your life. But that's the point. You are loud people who are not worthy. Make a space for those who are ready to level up. Not everyone will be able to follow your new standards. And it's okay who can go along. It's people you deserve to keep. You won't lose anything with rising standard. You're going to get everything. You will get respect, peace, and people who really want to be in your life. Not just because they happen to be comfortable there, but because they see your value and ready to make a matchup. If that's not true, don't do. If it's not honest, don't say. It's not just about actions or words, but also about how do you allow others to treat you. If they don't act right, if their efforts don't match yours, time to say no. Hold fast to your standards. Don't come down just to make others comfortable. Now we discussed how to make a genuine, emotional connection if you want them to choose you over the others. It's not just about being the most interesting or talk about things that interest them. It's about connecting at a deeper level. Make them feel something real. Because of the fact that physical attraction, but an emotional connection is what keeps one captivated. To be honest, do you really build connections with people? Or you're just playing tricks to let them like? There's a difference, Law. You can expend energy to impress them. So what do you think they want? But it still doesn't work. Why? Because you're not being yourself. You focus on finding validation from them, not to really know each other. If you're approaching someone new, especially those who are used to being chased by many people, you have to be different. People are tired of the fake, tired of listening to the same words, see the same action and the attitude made. The minute you stop pretend and show who you really are, it makes them feel understood. You become an irreplaceable person. Doesn't mean you have to tell all your life stories in the first 20 minutes of the date. But listen to them involved in the chat. And open yourself up at the right moment. Show me there's more in you than just outward appearance. If you again try to turn the heart of someone who is starting to move away, the same rules apply. They might stay away because your relationship is not feel sincere again. Maybe you're too focused on keeping their interest rather than deepening the relationship. You are busy playing games to win their hearts. You forget to be yourself. People can feel that. To be honest, who wants to choose someone who is constantly acting? How to build a sincere connection. Starting from listening. Really listen to you. Don't think about cool words, what to say next, or how to impress them. Just focus on listening. That person needs to be heard. And when you listen to them, you make them feel important, feeling understood. And when they feel understood, they start to open up. That's where a real connection starts to form. After that, you also have to be open. It sounds scary, but this is the basis of all deep connections. It doesn't mean you have to tell me everything secret, but love them, see your real side. Tell me what you think. Your experience frightened even. Your dreams. When you allow them into your emotional world, you give me a chance to have a better relationship. Informed. And that's where the magic starts to happen. They start to see you as someone who can't be replaced. Because you showed me something real and sincere. Now maybe someone thinks, what if I'm already open, but they didn't respond as I expected? This is the key. You can't control other people's feelings, but you can control how you are present in the relationship. That if they don't respond, connection that you build, sincerely, they are not the right people for you. But most people will respond. Because in the heart, They are also looking for authenticity. They just don't know how to ask. So start with the little things. Share a little about yourself. Watch how they respond and get up out of it. The more often you practice, the easier it feels. Okay, we'll continue. We talked about emotional detachment and build genuine connections. Now we're getting into the super important thing. If you want to be the first choice, maintain independence and self-esteem. It's the foundation of everything. If you lose these two things, you lose the attraction grades and so condoms. Used container, remember. Not anyone want to. With people who have lost their identity. In relationship, if your life just goes around this one person. If happiness, confidence, and your self-esteem is completely dependent on them, it means you've sacrificed independence and sell cheap self-esteem. Just pay a little attention. But this is reality, and they can see that's the fact. People interested in those who have their own lives, have a passion, have a purpose. Someone who doesn't need attention, recognition or validation constantly to feel intact. That's what makes you different. If you're approaching someone new, they won't choose you if they feel your life is empty. It's not interesting, right? Imagine who you will choose. The person who immediately gave up everything so he could little attention. All people who have their own way of life, have a purpose, and not only exist in the shadow of others. Sure, you would rather have your own world. That's the meaning of independence. If you're already in a relationship and they start to feel distant, more importantly, to maintain independence maybe at some point, you start adjusting your life for them and lose a part of you. This is where people start to feel you can be taken for granted because they know you'll always be there, whatever happened. But if you still have your own life, it doesn't stop growing even in relationships. They will appreciate you more. They realize if you want to stay with me, they should be able to balance your energy. Remember, independence doesn't mean closing yourself off from others. Doesn't mean make a wall and they don't let people in. Independence means you know your own worth, regardless of what they think. You keep working hard for your dreams and goals, with or without them. It is also directly related to self-esteem. It's not something you can ask of other people, but something that you show the way you treat yourself. When you keep independence, you showed me that your world doesn't revolve around them. You don't wait for their every move. And trust me, that's what makes them start. If you don't respect yourself, why should others be respectful? Self-esteem starts from how you let others treat you. If you constantly receive bad treatment, or treated only as a backup, you alone showed if your standards are low. And if your standards are low, they won't feel the need to level up. And remember, self-esteem is not about being arrogant or demanding excessively. It's about knowing your worth and don't want to accept anything that doesn't match that value. When you respect yourself, others will also begin to respect you. They will realize if you want to be with you, they have to give treatment that is level with taste. Respect you have for yourself. Well, maybe you think, what if you already losing yourself in a relationship? Or are you afraid of going assertive? They will go number. At first, you might feel like the road is thinly laced, trying to keep them interested, but also stay true to yourself. But the fact that the more you chase, the further away they, the more you keep independence. The more attractive you become, because it shows that you're not afraid. Stand alone, and then people will be drawn to the power. So how can this be applied to your life? Start focusing on you again. Go back to your destination, your own hobbies and passions. Make time for things that make you feel satisfied. That has nothing to do with them. Install boundaries. Don't let them treat you in a way that ruins time. And your energy. The most important. Don't give up any more parts of yourself just for. Keep them in your life. You deserve better. Okay, continue, guys. Let's talk about effective communication and how to express needs firmly. No one can read your mind. If you're waiting for someone to suddenly understand what you need without ever saying, you just make yourself disappointed. You have to talk, be clear about what you want. What do you expect and what you need? If you want, they really see you and choose you over other options. So if you don't talk, if you keep holding back, you're just frustrating yourself. You might think secretly will be casual, will make you more likable, but in reality, that makes it look like your need isn't being met. People will be more respectful. The same who have the courage talk about what they need. And you can set clear boundaries. If you're approaching someone new, no need to be passive, waiting for them to realize for themselves what you need. Just be confident to get what you want. Don't be aggressive or demanding. Pretty clear people tend to be interested in the same, who know what they want. And don't be afraid to talk about it. If you're already in a relationship and they feel distant, it's more important. If you give more than you received it, just say don't let the annoyance. It piles up until finally it can't be overcome. Open about your needs won't keep them away. Even gave them a chance to level up and adapt yourself to your standards. They can't meet your needs if they don't know what you need. Remember, effective communication is a two-way street. Not just about talking about your needs, but also listen to their needs. When both parties feel heard and appreciated, relationships so deeper, and that's what makes them prefer you. Okay, continue, guys. So like this, people are interested in growth. If you want, they choose you over others. They have to see that you continue to grow, not stagnated in the same place like months or years ago. Stagnant is boring, easy to guess, and not making anyone interested in chasing but growth. That's what makes it interesting, make you irresistible. But remember, it's not about showing off your achievements or constantly boasting how great you are now. That's not how. Actual growth, it's about subtly showing that you're always growing. So a better version of yourself. You don't stay in the same place either. Emotionally, mental or physical. You grow and it makes you different. If you're approaching someone new, it shows that you are working in progress is the key. It shows that you are the type of person who cares, the same self-development, who are not afraid to make an effort. So it's better energy. Like this is contagious. And people definitely want, or around someone who makes they want to grow too. It's not about being perfect, but about keep trying to make it better. Whether it's by developing new skills, change mindset, or pursuing a new purpose. Show me that you are growing. Let them know, hey, if you want to go on this trip, you have to grow too. Now that you're in a relationship, and the relationship starts to feel flat, or I can't fuck anymore, showing growth is important. Maybe they're too comfortable or take you for granted, because they think you're still the same person. But once you start focusing to the development of self, well, it's emotional maturity, health career, or even a new hobby, they will start to realize, they will see, if you're not the type to settle in the comfort zone. And this upward movement will make them realize, if they don't grow, they can lose you. Let's just be realistic. Growth is not always easy. It takes effort, discipline, and courage to get out of your comfort zone. Okay, last, and it's no less important. Let's talk about mistakes common that keeps them away. Sometimes the biggest reason you're not chosen, it's not because you lack something, but because of mistakes that make you more attractive. In their eyes, you keep falling into the same hole. No matter how hard your efforts to improve yourself, you unconsciously make them farther away. First, desperation. It looks like it needs attention. It's fatal, constantly looking for validation. Chat too often or trying too hard may get attention. It even makes you look unconfident. People are more interested in the same, confident and independent, not what it looks like really need. Stop chasing them, because the more you chase, they get more and more blurry. Second, mostly explain yourself. Feel like you have to defend everything you do. If you keep explaining all for fear of their opinions, you actually seem doubtful. Believe in your own decisions and let your actions do the talking. Third, loses self-value in relationships. Sacrificing independence, purpose of life, or friends just for them. It's not a good idea. It will make you lose your own charm. And they start to feel you can be taken for granted. Don't forget that attracted them from the start is the best version of you. Last, play in feelings or manipulative. Intention to make them jealous or pretentious. Ignorant but caring. This is so classic and it's not interesting. People can see tricks like that, and instead of making them like it more, even make you tired. Your relationship will not grow if sabotage continues yourself with these mistakes. Okay guys, that's just for today. As usual, respect yourself above your feelings. If you want your relationship much better, start with yourself first. Healthy, always don't be upset. Now is the time to move. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, guys.